Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome into my Mario RPG Remake review. I am really excited to review this remake of this game. The original is one of my favorite games of all time. Is the remake as good as the original game? Is it a good remake overall? And is this game worth playing? Let's get right into that in this review. Alright, so what is Mario RPG Remake? So Mario RPG Remake is a modern remake of the classic Super Nintendo game Super Mario RPG. Now you might be wondering, what is new in this remake? So the remake has full HD graphics that the game has been done in, and also there's been things that have been added to the battle system, like brand new triple team attacks where 3 characters team up and they do a big powerful attack that can do a lot of damage to enemies. And the game has added a rearranged soundtrack that has been completely redone by the original composer. I tend to prefer the original soundtrack when it comes to game remakes. And I've got to say, everybody, the rearranged soundtrack in this game is incredibly well done. The composer did a great job rearranging the music, and it has the classic feel of the Super Nintendo original soundtrack, but now rearranged, and it just sounds as good, if not even better than the original game's music. So what is it that makes Mario RPG such an awesome game and one of my favorite games of all time? Well, to start off with, the gameplay in the game is just incredibly fun. Outside of battle, as you explore areas, exploring is very fun in this game because unlike traditional RPGs where you pretty much just run around, in this game, you have the classic Mario platforming outside of battles. You'll be platforming, jumping across platforms, and trying to get around the obstacles that are in your path. And because this game has very fun exploration with all the classic Mario platforming that you're doing outside of battle, that really helps to make the gameplay stand out from other RPGs out there and make this game very unique. Another thing that makes the gameplay so incredibly good in Mario RPG is that the combat system is one of the best in a turn-based RPG game. During combat, whenever you go to attack enemies, you can do what is called timed hits. Timed hits is basically where you press the A button at the right time, and by doing the button press at the right time, you do a timed hit and you do bonus damage to the enemy you're attacking. The timed hits feature is a great addition to this game's battle system because basically it makes the combat more interactive. In a lot of turn-based RPGs, the battle system isn't that interactive. You usually select an attack, and once you pick a character's attack, you then sit back and watch animation. However, the timed hits feature makes you pay more attention during battles and makes battles more interactive by forcing the player to pay attention to the animation of the attack and timing their button press to do bonus damage during attacks. Because of this cool part of the combat with the timed hits, you are always paying attention during battle, and the battles are more interactive than other turn-based RPG games out there. And because of that, it makes the combat a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. Timing is not only important just for attacking in battle, but also for guarding against enemy attacks. Whenever an enemy goes to attack you in Super Mario RPG during the battles, you can guard against enemy attacks by pressing the button right as the enemy attack is about to hit you, and if you guard successfully, you will take less damage from that attack. Now, once you defeat all enemies in battle, you will be awarded EXP and money. Get enough EXP and the character will level up. Upon leveling up, you'll be able to choose what stacks you want to increase for that character. What makes this a great feature is that it adds replayability to the game because the player has multiple different ways to build up their characters. Now, with the money that you get from battles, you can take those coins that you obtain from winning battles and you can spend it at item or weapon or armor stores to buy new weapons, new armor, and new items for your characters. What also puts Mario RPG above all other Mario RPG games in my opinion is that in this game you can battle with up to 3 characters at once. Meanwhile in Paper Mario you only get 2 characters, and in Mario and Luigi you only get 2 characters as well. Because of having more characters in combat battling at once, the game has more depth and more strategy to its combat. Aside from just the gameplay being very good, the story is also great in Mario RPG as well. The game has a very entertaining story with a lot of very funny cutscenes and a lot of great characters. The game overall has a very likable cast of main characters, and the game probably has one of the coolest characters of any game out there, which is Gino. Gino is an awesome character, and he is my favorite character from Mario RPG. Now, up to this point, I've said a ton of great things about Mario RPG and the remake, but what would my criticisms of this game be? My biggest criticism with the remake is the same criticism as the original game. The game overall is just a little bit too easy. It would have been really nice if they had put in a hard mode difficulty in the remake of this game, but unfortunately they did not do that. The remake's difficulty might actually even be a little bit easier because of the team attacks that they added, which you can save up for a boss fight, use it right in the boss fight, and take off a bunch of the boss's health as soon as you get into the boss fight. And so, being very real about this game, one thing I can say that some people are not going to like about this game is that for some people, their preference is that they have a lot more fun when a game is very challenging. If a game is very easy to them, it's very boring. And so, if you are somebody who difficulty is the thing that matters to you a lot in a game, then this could be something that really makes the game very boring for you. Me personally, I don't mind too much if the game is on the easier side as long as I have a ton of fun playing it. And personally, I had an absolute blast playing through this game. So that is unfortunate that they really did not include a hard mode difficulty option for people who wanted a more challenging game experience. On the bright side though, more improvements that the remake added is that they added a ton of quality of life features to the game. For example, you don't have to navigate through tons of menus to get to your spells or items. Right when you're exploring an area, with the press of one button, you can just bring up an item or a spell menu. Other great additions are that they added perfect time hits into battle, where if you perfectly time it, you can hit all enemies and do damage to all of them. And that's a really great addition to the game as well. What's also nice is upon winning a battle, you can see how much EXP you need until a character levels up, which helps with keeping track of how close you are to leveling. Overall, Mario RPG Remake adds a ton of great stuff to an already amazing game, and it makes this game even better. Before the end of the review, I want to say a big thank you for watching the video. I really greatly appreciate everybody watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more RPG review videos, more RPG content. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.